interesting. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of But First Coffee. For those of you who haven't tuned in a long time, I haven't made one of these videos since I think last spring. I've definitely been off the radar for quite some time, but who cares? I am back, and for those of you who don't know, But First Coffee is a question Q&A video series where I basically answer your questions on, life, motivation, health, relationships, just anything basically to help you guys ensure success within your life. So obviously, got a couple questions for you guys today. One is on a relationship-based one. Another one is based on a social media trend. But before we get into it, as you guys know, but first, coffee. Backstory on this coffee. This is actually my second coffee that I've had in the past hour. On the first drink that they made it with some kind of frap roast I think it was, and basically completely screwed up the drink. I was drinking it for over an hour here reading, and I didn't even notice, and they called me and were like, hey, can I get that drink? I think we made it wrong. And I was wondering why it tasted so weird, and so I have my second drink here for the day. So thank you to Starbucks for being kind and helping me out with getting a good drink, and they gave me a gift card so I could get another drink next time for the mistakes. So appreciate it. So first question of the day, guys, is when do you think the if you don't take a picture of your workout, did it happen trend is dumb? So those of you who follow me on Instagram know that I posted basically a rant on the trend on Instagram. For those of you who've seen Instagram or Twitter, there's a big trend going on where people are taking pictures of the workout like before, but people are basically saying if you didn't take a picture of you working out or a picture of you at the gym, did it really happen? And I think this trend is stupid. So those of you who follow me on Instagram know that I posted on my story about the trend and basically ranted about it and how I thought the trend was absolutely stupid. So basically, why do I think this trend is dumb is the question. Well, here's the thing. Everybody has goals, everybody has things they want to accomplish. And I think that the most insane thing is to basically bash people for going to the gym and posting about being at the gym. First and foremost, here's the first thing. If you don't like what someone posts on social media, whether it be Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Tumblr, whatever it is, don't follow them. And that's just the simplest thing that I don't understand, is that people will follow other people and get mad about they post and just continue to follow them. That is insane. If you don't like something, why are you going to be a part of it? Why follow it? If you don't like people in a room, why be with those people? If you don't like a certain restaurant, do you go to the restaurant? No. So if you don't like what people are posting on social media, why are you following them in the first place? Stop following them. Now, granted, do I love every single post that people I follow, post about and stuff like that? No, I don't like every single one of them, but if it's a continual thing that I don't like their post at all, I'm gonna unfollow them because I don't want to know about it. I don't want to be a part of it. So my thing is that if you don't like people posting about their workouts or people posting about getting into the gym or whatever it may be, then stop following them. Okay, that's the first thing. But more importantly, in a society where we are talking so much about, fast food and people needing to lose weight and childhood obesity and all these health issues about being overweight and needing to lose weight and diabetes and all this stuff like that, in a society where we focus so much on that and want to create a solution, why are we criticizing or bringing down people who take the time to go to a gym and work out and try to better themselves and post about it? Yes, I can understand you don't need to post, every single workout and everything like that, but you know what? That's something good. It's something positive. People will post on Snapchat and social media about them going out every weekend and getting drunk and doing dumb stuff, and we glorify that and, make it all, happy and funny that people are doing that. And yes, it is fun, but why would we put something like that on a pedestal and not something like health and fitness? I just don't understand, the unbalance there. It's so crazy how we don't glorify fitness. If someone's taking the time out of their life to go to the gym and try to better themselves and create a better life for themselves, why not glorify that? I don't understand the mentality of why we need to fill more negativity in the world that is already so negative, right? I just believe that if someone's taking the time to better themselves, just push them, make sure that they continue to grow and to get better. I don't understand why we would want to bring down people for bettering themselves and working out. So That's my rant about that. If you agree, please hit like at the bottom. If you don't agree, please comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on why you may not agree that people should be posting about the workouts. But in short, if you don't like what someone's posting, don't follow them. And number two, just motivate people for taking the steps to better themselves in their life. I think it's so important to continue to push positivity in a world where there's already so much negative energy. So, second question here I got from an Instagram follower, and this is the one about relationships. And the question is this: I'm trying to get over a recent breakup, but I just feel down in the dumps regardless of what I do. Any tips on how to get out of this rut and feel happy? So, I think everybody who could potentially be watching this has been in a relationship. If you haven't, one day I'm sure yours will come. But just about everybody has been through a breakup, and some of us have been through bad breakups, through long-term relationships and things of that nature. I know I've had a couple of them in my life as well. The two biggest pieces of advice I have with getting through a rough breakup and trying to get over it is two things. One, time, and two, focus on yourself. Now, I know the cliche term, time heals everything, and people don't want to hear that, but it's true. It's really true. The more separation through time you have with an event, the better you can distance yourself away from it, the better you can, start the process of healing. In a relationship, that's definitely true. And it's different for everybody. If you're in a relationship for, 4 or 5 years, it's going to take you a little while to get over it. It just will. Compared to someone who's been in a relationship for 3 or 4 months, it's probably not going to take as long for you to get over it. Now, everybody has their own time frame of healing, and you need to focus on your time. If it's going to take you a few months, great. If it's going to take you a year, that's fine. But focus on yourself. That's the biggest thing. So give it time. The storm will pass over. Things will eventually get better. Just take it day by day and just focus on yourself, which brings me to my second point: focus on yourself. The biggest advice I give to anybody getting in a relationship is to focus on yourself. Be selfish. And what I mean by that is, most of the times when we get out of a relationship, someone was once a part of our life and basically, consumed more or less a big portion of what was going on. They were always involved with us when we went out and did stuff, involved with us on day-to-day activities. We always talked to them, told them about our days, and blah, blah, blah. So once that is removed, sometimes we're in a place where we kind of feel a little vulnerable. We don't know what to do. We're out of a routine, and we kind of feel a little awkward about things, and we're just not sure where to turn. And so what I tell people is focus on yourself and be selfish. Anything that you've been wanting to do, go do it. Anything that has been on your mind that you wanted to go, or someone you wanted to see, or an event that you wanted to go to, whatever it is, focus on yourself. After a relationship is a huge, huge opportunity for self-development and growth. For the couple relationships that I had that didn't end well, or had a rough breakup per se, I completely took the time to just focus in on myself. On my first significant relationship afterwards, I focused on, my physical body, because I was angry and needed an outlet to get away. And so I segued or focused my energy towards the gym and working out and trying to better myself and releasing stress and, getting that anger out. And it in turn created something good within me. It made me stronger, made me healthier, and so on and so forth. And in another relationship, was a more of a kind of a mental disruptance for me. I had to focus on, focusing on my mind, focusing on positive energy, focusing on, making myself happier as a whole, as an individual, and all that things like that. So whatever way that you want to go about, exiting the relationship in terms of making yourself better is your call, right? You got to do what's better. But what I tell people is find something that you weren't happy with in the relationship, something about yourself or about that happened in a relationship, and learn from it. Change the course and better yourself in some way. Focus on yourself, manifest an energy within you that's going to, project you into a better state or a happier place within your life, and hopefully in a better relationship in the future, whether it be with someone who provides something more for you, or within a relationship where you provide more to relationship in order to make it better. Whatever that may mean to you, but my thing is just give it time. Things take time to kind of get better. It's not going to happen overnight. It may take a couple weeks, couple months, or even a couple years. take the time, take it day by day, and second of all, focus on yourself. That is the biggest thing you do. Focus on yourself. You're gonna have your tough days, you're gonna have your easy days, you're gonna have your ups and down, and that's normal. That should not make you feel, any less important or any less significant or any less successful within the process of getting out of a relationship, okay? It takes time. Everybody has their own time frame. Reach out for help from a friend or family member or someone that you know if you need it, but give it time. Focus on yourself, and I know that you will get out of this rut. Just take it day by day, I promise you. So that concludes this series or this episode of But First Coffee. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it and felt like you got something out of it, hit like at the bottom. If you have not yet, please hit subscribe down below. I post a lot of different videos on, Q&As and motivation, inspiration, and trying to, better yourself as an individual in order to make you successful. At the end of the day, I don't make these videos for me. I make them for you guys because I enjoy helping you all, and I enjoy hearing your guys' feedback on the videos. So if you like it, please hit like at the bottom, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next But First Coffee.